Yo, what is up guys? Smoothy here, bringing you a Black Ops 2 commentary, playing a bit of Hardpoint on Nuketown, using the class I promised to show you guys. This is an MK48 with Target Finder and stock, and I'm also using Cap 40 extended clip, and my perks are Flak Jacket, Lightweight, Toughness, and Tac Mask. So, this is the class I was talking about, and I just want to give you guys a fair warning. There is a lot of aim down sight in this video, so you're probably going to be looking at a majority of Target Finder on your screen. So that's just a warning, and this is, I already know this is a bitch class. I would definitely lump it in there with one of the most annoying classes in the entire game. It's definitely too good in my opinion. It's very easy to do well with, as you'll see in this game. I think this is only my second game I had with it. My first game I went 97-11. This game I went 87-9, and it's really good. So this is kind of the gist of what you're doing. You're kind of just scoping in, aiming down sight down the long corridors with your target finder and annihilating everyone. So that's pretty much the gist of the class. It does what it does extremely well, and there's a few game types it works best with. I prefer to use it on Hardpoint, Domination, and Demolition. Headquarters can work, but it's definitely not as good as these game types because while Headquarters is kind of similar to Hardpoint, you don't get to you obviously don't get to respawn when you have it captured and you die. So the reason why these game types work so well is because there's always objectives that you can post up on and you can camp behind. Like on this map, obviously you have the hard point by the car, which is by far the best hard point for this class. You can sit behind the car, and with Flak Jacket and Tac Mask and the Target Finder LMG, there's no way they're ever going to get you out of there. There's one hard point on here where I pretty much sat on it the entire time and held off the enemy team almost single-handedly. So that's definitely what you need to do with this class. You need to stick behind cover and just head glitch the shit out of people. Your biggest worry should probably be people with shotguns and people camping up in the two-story buildings. The two-story buildings can catch you off guard, but as long as you have the jump on the guy and you have your Target Finder LMG, you will annihilate them. The LMG just has so much penetration, it'll just shoot through the wall like it's not even there. So as long as you have the jump on them, you shouldn't have to worry too much. What else? You should probably make sure you still have one or two decent teammates. Without good teammates, there's really not much you can do. Your teammates need to be able to hold their own and keep the enemies from flanking your sides. While this class is really good at holding off enemies, it's not good at holding off enemies going down multiple paths. You can kinda, if you're sitting behind, head glitching behind the Jeep, or I guess it's now just a regular car, not the car that the hardpoint is on right now, but the one on the opposite side of the map. You can kind of hold off the little shrubbery area and the house, but you can't control much else other than that. So your teammates are going to have to help you control the bus and the other side of the garage that I'm sitting in right here. So make sure you have some decent teammates, otherwise this class will not work nearly as well as it should. And you actually see me running around quite a bit. I personally don't like to camp on this hard point. I don't know why, but it's just way too open for me. Your best friend is going to be tight corners and short range situations with this gun, even though it is an LMG, which is actually why I have the Cap 40 on. It allows me to be a bit more mobile, and plus it allows me a quick switch whenever I run out of ammo. And speaking of ammo, there's a little strategy I like to use when I reload this gun. And while it may not seem like much of a strategy at all, but it's just a personal preference, I like to reload when I have around 20 to 30 rounds left in the clip. So the reason I do that is just because if I do need to end up canceling my reload, or if I don't have, like, or if there's an enemy that sneaks up on me, I have plenty of ammo to dispatch of them, maybe 2 people. So, you see here I reloaded at 27, last time I reloaded at 28. I always like to stick around that number just in case I need, more ammo. And then make sure you reload often, and not after like every single kill, because obviously that's not necessary. But if you're in a safe position behind the car and on a hard point and your whole team is surrounding you, odds are you're going to be pretty safe to reload. So you should always make sure you have as many bullets in your clip as possible. Well, it's not really a clip, but it's more of a belt, but in this case, whatever. So that's pretty much the basic strategy of it. Camp behind whatever you can. Make sure you play very safe, even though you do have an LMG target finder. If there's multiple enemies coming up on you, you know, you don't have to take them all down at once. You know, you can take down one enemy, crouch behind the car, and then pop back up and take out the other guy, you know, so on and so forth. Just because you have a beast weapon doesn't mean you have to play like a dickhead. So it's another tip. What else is there to talk about with this class other than the fact that it is retarded? You can go without the Cap 40. If I didn't have the Cap 40 on there, I would probably put extended clip, so I wouldn't have to reload as much. But I did not have it unlocked at this point, so I just decided to put the Cap 40 on as a backup. And we actually ended up losing this game, unfortunately, but I ended up, near the end of the game, I thought I was just kill whoring and I didn't really play the objective that much, but it turns out I was actually sitting on the objective more than any of my teammates. And I'm still on top of the leaderboard with 4 caps and a couple defends. I think it's the next hard point where I pretty much just sit on it the entire time and defend it. But yeah, so this class really is amazing. It probably works the best on demo. If you can get the enemy trapped in their spawn while they're defending the bombs, you will have a field day with this gun. I don't think I was using this class, but I was playing alone. I ended up getting the enemy trapped in their spawn. I went 80-5 the first round of demolition, so I think I'll have to show that. I'll upload that. It was only like 7 minutes. It was actually a pretty long demolition round, but still, 80-5 for a first round was pretty beast. And I don't even think I ended up breaking 100, unfortunately, which was a real shame. We just completely shut them out the second round when we were defending, and normally I would have let them plant a bomb, but what can you do? But it ended up turning out fine, so I'll probably just upload the first half of the game. And another class, I don't know if I should talk about another class. I'll probably upload another video tomorrow, but pretty much I also like to use the MSMC on this map, if you don't already know. I said in the last video that I would suggest either the MSMC or the Scorpion, and I tried to use the Scorpion yesterday, but it just wasn't going my way. I don't know if they increased the recoil or I was just having bad luck, but it was not killing anyone. And I was using Scavenger on it, so I was getting view kicked to hell. So overall, I would probably just end up suggesting the MSMC. Yesterday I was using it with laser and fast mags, and it actually kills extremely fast. If you can be on point, it will just completely annihilate people long range, medium range, close range. And I think, yeah, this is it right here. So the hard point that I just sit on. So I come right over here, take out this guy, and I kind of just pay attention to my UAV, make sure I've got all corners covered. I constantly keep switching between the directions the enemies come from. And this is where the LMG really shines, just staring down in the garage and down that corridor behind the car. And so you see right here, I've got teammates surrounding the entire enemy spawn. I've got teammates in front of me, and I decided to reload. So I had some bullets left in the clip. It ended up going quite well. So now I'm just sitting here shooting down the corridor, and by now I should have noticed that the spawns flipped because they are no longer coming from where my teammates are. And then I just switch over here. I like to stand right by the bus, but I ended up getting C4'd. So it doesn't always turn out super well. Flakjacking doesn't protect you from everything, but whatever. It's the basic strategy of it. And I held on to it for almost the entire time. Maybe like I missed out on 10 seconds or so, but just that one hard point brought us back from the 40-point deficit. So unfortunately, this looks like this is the last hard point, and this is where we actually end up losing, just because I could not get them, I could not hold them off long enough. And this is another really good spot right here. You can just dip and bob behind this little corner right here and take advantage of the long range fucking capabilities of this gun. It is freaking amazing. 17 seconds left. I forgot what happens right here. I think I just try to stay on this as long as I can, but of course they get the good spawn and they just keep flooding it. So anyways, that was the class. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I really don't like using this class all that much, even though I do really well with it. I feel like a real dick when I use it, so I don't like to use it too often. But anyways, pretty beast class. Try it out if you want to. Final score is 87-9 with a loss. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and as always, don't forget to subscribe. Peace.